Boys, do we have a lot for y'all today? This is going to be a pretty interesting video. Welcome back to the channel. It's a pretty windy day. We've got a lot to talk about with this car. There's a lot of new things happening and new things coming that y'all are going to want to hear about. So let's go ahead and dive into it. But before we go ahead and dive into it, let's rewind to last weekend where me, my dad, and Derek installed these carbon fiber mirror covers from Zeta Composites. So let's go ahead and roll that footage now. Welcome back to the channel. It has been a while since we've done a at-home dedicated video. We've been all over the place traveling for work, Hyperfest, all sorts of other things, and we're finally back home chilling. This thing's Whippled now. It made 815 on the dyno. Made me a little jealous, so I might be having to buy a Whipple for that, so y'all could finally see that thing boosted. I don't want to go too overkill because I still like how the car handles, and I still want it to be able to take corners and have fun with it. But let me know what y'all think. I think we're gonna go Whipple. I got it priced out. It's a really damn good deal, so might have to do that. This car's doing whatever. You got these guys out here. Let's see what's popping.
Oh, like the boxes. Yeah, that's a good idea.
What's up? I think I'll actually film a video today.
What up, man? Where's your Whipple at? You've been telling him how you're about to...
Yeah, might be coming soon.
Oh, shit. 100 likes on this video, he's buying the Whipple.
Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah.
Mine's
so then I can look
crusty
like
right
these
now.
guys.
I'm gonna clean it up.
Yeah, you gotta put this back on Dad's car and we'll put his on yours.
I told Joel, let's swap lids, dude.
Yes, it had the blue lid on.
Blue and yellow, it'll look ridiculous. How you guys doing?
Yeah.
How you doing?
That'd be funny.
It'll be pretty fun. So where's this thing? Is you're changing right
I
here,
just gotta
right?
take. Joel had a good idea though. I can just take it off here.
Yeah.
And leave the cones in.
So to 3.625.
So they're doing the pulley on his car today. For my car, not much has really changed with it since we last filmed. Obviously, the last video I think working on the car was the exhaust. Zeta Composites just sent me out some carbon mirrors for the car today, so I think we're gonna put those on today. Typically, these are wrapped black right now, gloss black. Typically, I think what you would do is take the wrap off if they're wrapped and then just slide the other ones on. I just cleaned this off, so it's pretty good. I'm just gonna try and stick the carbon ones over top of the wrap and see if it'll stick, and then go from there. So let me go inside, grab that box, and we'll get working on that. Also, peep the banner from Hyperfest. I took off all of the decals that they put on the car. They put a Coney sticker here and on the other side, and then one on the hood. I took off the ones on the body, but I left the banner because the banner is actually really good at blocking the sun, because it is just a straight up gloss black banner, and I like having the branding on there. It looks a little cool. The GTS logo matches the body color, and then still got my vendor stickers from Hyperfest. So really cool time, and yeah, pretty fun. So huge thanks to Zeta Composites for sending these over to me. Let's go ahead and get these out of the box and show y'all how they look. So here are the mirror covers. We got one carbon for each side, and they come with the turn signal cutouts in them for my premium mirrors. We've got some 3M tape, so all we have to do is just line some up in there, and then it should stick right to the mirror. Like I said, typically you would want to do it on the painted side, but I don't want to peel off all this wrap because it takes a while to do that, just to get to that. So I think what we're going to try and do is just stick it on in here and see if we can get it to go. We are going to go ahead and apply the tape to the inside of the cover and then slap them on the car. All right, so one of them's done. It looks pretty good. Sick. So now we're going to go ahead and throw on the other one. It actually stuck pretty good with the wrap, so hopefully it just locks itself in and stays. It looks like it's pretty good on the sides. I don't see anything drastic, and it looks pretty good. I say we don't have tape right there in that little corner, so Might flap around, but it's definitely not going anywhere.
If you don't mind.
So what's going on, y'all doing some software updates?
Yep. Illegal shit. His name's Sebastian. Arrest him.
He's the pimp. So did your boost gauge mod work?
Yeah, it works. Yep.
Cool.
It's honestly, it's one of those things though. It's kind of like when you're Watt, you're more focused on driving than fucking looking at it.
They're not looking at it. God damn it.
Hey, it's calling your name.
I have this too. It'd be a matching setup.
Calling your name. 100 likes on this video. You're ordering the Whipple.
Looks good.
Yeah, it does.
I just popped my mirrors on.
Yeah, I saw that. Really good.
So mirrors.
How about this weather though?
I know.
And it's crazy. You see all the ticks on your car?
I don't know if
your
they're.
dad's too.
I don't know if they're actually ticks or
It
whatever.
looks like a tick body, dude. For sure.
But
Look how
yeah.
round the ass is.
they love yellow.
Wait, do ticks fly? Is that just flu? Hold on, he pulled up the handy dandy Google.
Hit Chat GPT up
If they
real quick.
fly, you have ticks on your car.
Well, as long as they're not on me.
I think I got one on me. I said that, I started itching. No, they don't fly. Okay, they're not ticks.
Nah, these motherfuckers, they love yellow.
Yeah, I know. Your
I
dad's
don't know.
covered too.
I don't know what kind of bugs they are.
All right, so it's not a tick. It looks like it though, don't it? Look
Yeah.
at the round. Like zoom in. You got a crazy camera on that. Look at the round ass. Like that looks like a tick, but they fly, so they're not.
Flies in our face right now.
It lashes onto your fucking collar. Your dad's a spill too.
They only come out when the car's
It's gotta be
clean.
they live in this long grass, no doubt.
Yeah. Well, they love, I guess, bright colors. The sun back here. There's one under the spoiler. Get crushed, pussy. All right, guys. Y'all just saw the footage of us doing the mirrors. And now let's go ahead and dive into the main section of this video. All right, brothers. We are back at the house. It's been a couple days. I got caught up learning how to fish over the weekend with Cameron and Josh Teedy. It was a pretty interesting time. I did catch one fish, so that's good. But yes, we are back at the house. We got this thing here. So after seeing all the juicy details of this car and what she did on the dyno, I went ahead and finally pulled the trigger, bought the Whipple for this thing. So we're looking at either August or September for delivery on the Whipple. I'm praying and hoping it comes in August so I can get her slapped on and done before Mustang Week this year. No promises. My goal would be to have it by Mustang Week, but I don't know how feasible that is going to be. I'll call Whipple here probably in mid-July, early mid-July, get an ETA on it. It's going to be yellow, kind of like his, but it's going to be a different shade of yellow, obviously. So it's going to be the gloss yellow that they offer versus the color yellow shade he got. So it should match up with the triple yellow pretty well. And it should do what it needs to do. I've got a bunch of stuff inside. We're about to take the car over to Jay Gray's because he's going to do some work to it this week, get it prepped for the Whipple. So let's go inside and see what we got. But yeah, these things are badass. I like these little, these carbon covers. They're sick. They're hot though. Damn. All right, so right here is all of my stuff that I've got so far. Right here, we're throwing a new clutch in it. So we're going to put a McLeod RXT, drop an L in the chat for my transmission because it might need it. I've got some brakes. Those are going to be done later. But I got some Hawk high performance for the rear and then HPS 5.0s for the front. Those will be done at a later time, like I said. Not doing those yet. Me and Derek can probably do those, or I can do it with Brian at a later date. That's no issue. Some of the stuff in here that we have to do. Let me get down here, pull out some of this tape. So we've got the VMP booster pump. That does not need to be installed today. Obviously, we will wait for the Whipple for that one. I got the boundary timing sprocket, but my dumbass ordered the 11 to 14 one. So I'm returning this one back, and I have the 15 to 23 one that'll be here tomorrow. I don't know how I ordered the wrong one, but I ordered it through my own work, through myself. Sometimes our system will auto recommend parts when you're making an order, and I guess it auto recommended me the different year one. I didn't notice it until after I placed the order. So that will be fixed. I'm returning that one. I've got the 15 to 23 one that'll be here tomorrow. I've got the McLeod steel cable because I've never put in the cables for the clutch before, so that will go with this to go today. I've got the Ford high-load roller pilot bearing for the clutch, so that'll go with that kit for today. And then right here is, once this thing comes out of the box, brother, this is the Ford Performance Pack boost gauge. So over in the center of my vents, there's the oil pressure and vacuum gauge. This one will add the boost to the vacuum side. So it'll say oil pressure vacuum boost. So that's an easy swap, but doesn't need to be done today. And then this right here is going to be the slave cylinder, the OEM Ford Performance slave cylinder, which I always recommend. If you're changing out a clutch, always use the OEM slave cylinder. It is so much better than the ones McLeod offers, the ones some of these other companies offer. I always use the OEM one. And then I guess the fact that we're using a Whipple now, I won't need this Corsa carbon intake, which is kind of disappointing because it looks pretty cool. But yeah, I won't need it. There's the stock S650 intake, and then this is the G-Track bar, the G-Track K-member brace from Steeda that I'm also not going to be using because it hangs too low and it doesn't really affect the front handling. But my goal with this Whipple is that it makes power, but it can also still handle. That way I can still go to VIR with it, be a little bit faster in the straightaways, but also still corner. Maybe I'll be able to hang with the faster cars now, like the ZL1s and 1LEs and stuff like that. I don't know, but should be pretty interesting. I'm excited to try it out, see what happens, and I'm finally excited to be boosted, get to hang out with boosted boys. Derek, Jake, now with the ESS. Dad's got his Whipple. Derek's got his Whipple. Derek's got the Paxton. Colin just bought an ESS, so everyone's getting boost. So it'd be nice to be a part of that crew. But I got to go ahead and get all this put into the car and then go drop the car off. And then tomorrow I will have the oil pump gears that'll be here, and the one-piece aluminum drive shaft that I'm going with will be here. Those unfortunately did not make the cut today for the drop-off day. And then today, later the day, UPS is dropping off the correct sprocket and ARP flywheel bolts. So those will be nice to have. So let's go ahead and get all this stuff thrown in the whip. But yes, the reason why we're changing the clutch is because me, Dad, and Derek joked about my car currently being able to handle the power of the Whipple. As soon as I get on the highway that day to go to Danny's house to hang out with them, the clutch starts slipping in 5th and 6th. And I'm like, bruh. So, and now it drives fine, but under a little bit of load of power in like 3rd, 4th, or higher, it'll start to slip. It'll probably be hard to film. I've got videos on my phone of it doing it that I can try to put in, but we'll see if that actually lets me do. I'll try to film it and see. My phone doesn't like to film while it's Bluetoothed and on CarPlay. But she sounds good still with that H-pipe kicking. It is in the 90s already, so that's pretty sucky. It's the 1st of June and it's hot as hell out here. All right, guys, let's see if I can get it to do it. Oh yeah, so she is definitely slipping. Right now I'm in 5th. So that's just 5th gear under a little bit of throttle, just like to like change lanes or whatever. So yeah, it's time for that Vengeance to say bye-bye. TBH, I've had honestly nothing but issues with the Vengeance since the start. We'll see how the McLeod does. RIP the trans. My goal is to, number one, I'm not no lift shifting ever again. So that hopefully that saves that. but I know the RTX is a little bit heavier and it grabs harder. So I'm hoping that I don't RIP the trans out the chat trying to drive it. I just have to relearn how to drive when it's boosted versus NA. All right, boys, we just dropped the car off yesterday. It's the next day. We got some more bits and pieces to the order here. So we just got the big Mama Jamma. Got the oil pump gears for the car. So those are gonna be right here. So we will go ahead and tomorrow, which will be Friday, I'll go run these over to Justin so he has those, unless he's able to come pick them up tonight from my house. But that's one piece. Let me go in the other room, show you the other stuff. When we walk in this room, here's the one-piece drive shaft for the car. Obviously, got the oil pump gears. So now we can go down here to little Loki. Excuse me, buddy. Loki had to run off. He don't like being on camera. But got the oil pump gears. In here right now, there's the crank sprocket, the flywheel bolts from ARP. Booster pump doesn't need to get put in now, and neither does the gauge cluster. So those I'll probably take out. I'll throw this in here with the other stuff. And then I'll just give him the whole box and let him take it. Which I guess he really doesn't need this big of a box for that many pieces, but it works. I did buy a case of 5W50 oil off of Amazon for like $130. So once that case shows up, and I have a filter already, I'll throw him all the pieces and then let him have at it. All right, guys, we're back at the house. We're gonna wrap the video right here, but real quick, I want to take a look at this and see what my future looks like. Obviously not to this extent. I'm not gonna make anywhere near the power of this car. This thing made 815 to the wheels. I'll probably be around that 720 range. That would be, and I'll be just fine with that, because then I'll still be able to use my coilovers, take corners, have fun, but still have power for the straightaways. And when I want to have fun, obviously I'll be matching with the carbon radiator cover. Dad has the carbon air intake. Whipple does not make a carbon intake for the one that comes out just right here. I have seen a video of like this much carbon on just the center part of the tube. So I'll have to see if I can maybe find that. A guy I'm friends with is selling carbon radiator covers for the 1517. So I'm probably going to cop those. And then Dad just got the carbon strut tower brace for the Whipple from VMP. And I'm thinking once I get my car back from Jay's, because obviously it's not here still, I'm going to try this on my car. And then if it fits, I'm going to go ahead and buy one for mine, because VMP has it listed as 24, 25 only. But if it fits my car, then I'll test fit it, see if it works, and then buy my own. But yeah, let me know what y'all think about the build and what we got going on. We're just going to send it and hope everything works together. Any questions, comments, anything y'all have, throw at me. And yeah, I'm also debating getting some new wheels. I've been looking at the Project GR6s, and I absolutely love those wheels, so they're amazing. But yeah, make sure you drop a like, comment, subscribe to the channel, and we will see y'all later. Peace out. Have a good one.